I've said before that a law making mandatory DNA testing at birth is a terrible idea, but men decided they wanted to argue with me, so I'm going to readdress the issue. Mandatory paternity testing at birth is a terrible idea. If you choose to get a paternity test at birth, that's on you. I truly do not care. Mandatory is the key word here. Mandatory DNA testing would mean that every child born into the United States, plus both of their parents, would need to be tested at birth. We not seeing why that's a bad idea? One, that's going to lead to the government storing our genetic data. They're not going to take every single American's genetic info and just throw it away. Two, imagine a man cheats on his wife, God forbid with a teenager. What do you think he's going to do to her when he realizes she's pregnant and he has to do a DNA test? But we don't care about endangering women or children's lives, right? I know. And three, who gonna pay for it? Because the government sure isn't, and I'm not paying to get a DNA test because you too scared to ask your baby mama for a paternity test. The real solution here that a lot of people don't want to hear is to stop having sex with people you don't want to create a family with.
Just say you don't want women to have to be accountable for this and just call it a day. Why are we even talking about this? Lady, all you're trying to do is avoid accountability for the women. I do agree with your last point. People shouldn't have sex with people they don't want to have a baby with, which is true. But this is why we need the DNA test, because people are going to do that. And when it comes to women and having babies, they can lie about who that person is they did it with. That is the whole point of mandatory DNA test, because in most situations, these people are married and they have no reason to believe their wife is out sleeping with somebody else. So it isn't about being scared. You just don't know. She even tried to say, what if a man who was married had a baby by another woman? And let's say the other woman was a teenager. What do you think he's going to do to her? Number one, you're talking about something that's not going to happen a lot. I'm talking about men sleeping with teenagers when they're married. That is a very small percentage of men doing that. And just to be clear, if that teenage girl went in there and said he's the father of the baby, he's going to be tested if it's mandatory or not, because she is basically accusing him of having sex with a minor. A mandatory DNA test just means they're going to test the man that she's claiming to be the father, the child, and the mother. That's it. They're not gonna just go around testing random men. So if the woman never claims a man to be the father, he won't be tested. The only thing this is going to prevent is the man who she claims to be the father from walking around believing that he is the biological father of that child. That's the only thing this is going to do. So you can miss me with that whole argument. And the whole government is gonna steal our DNA thing is ridiculous. If you don't believe they have access to our DNA right now, you are out of your mind. Between hospital visits and all the blood work we get over the years, they already got everything they need, ma'am. So you can throw that out the window too. So let's just call it what it is. You don't want women to have to be accountable for their decision, and you're coming up with every way you can to try to defend this. But I hate to tell you, ma'am, it is not working. It is just making me think that you've pulled this stunt before, or you know somebody who pulled this stunt before, and y'all don't want anybody stopping the infinite money glitch and this mental and emotional chokehold that y'all have had over men for hundreds of years. They always say, if you ain't got nothing good to say, just don't say nothing at all.
In the beginning of this, we said we was gonna get a whole truth and nothing but the truth. Get this mic to one of these people that said they married. Whoever want the mic. Is your husband the man that you settle for, or is he the man of your dreams?
Settle.
I already know.
Damn.
I love you.
Whoa.
I love you.
Why say that? Why? I'm really confused about this. Why say that? You're at this event. You could have just sat there and didn't say anything. Why say that? Why do some of you people want to go out there and embarrass your mate? What is the point of that? You didn't see those cameras sitting around the room? You didn't think that they were recording this? You didn't think maybe one day your man is going to see this? Now, I know some of you don't think this is a big deal, but this is a big deal to me because she said that word. Y'all know what word I'm talking about? Settled. She settled for this man. Do y'all know what that means? That is like the guy who's been striking out all night at the club and he goes over and start hitting on some ugly chick because the club is closing and he was looking at his homeboy like,
I'm leaving here with something. You know what I mean? I'm from around the way. I'm leaving with something.
That's what settling is. You're settling for what's left. You don't go out there and tell the world that's how you picture a husband. Now, maybe he feels the same way about you. That ain't the point. He is not on some podcast saying it out loud. That is embarrassing. Do y'all understand that? It's just no need for it. Why did you even put your hand up? It's like some people only think about themselves, because in that moment, she didn't think about her husband. She was only thinking about herself, because if she did, she would have said, I'm not going to embarrass him like that. Even if it's true. I'm saying if it's true or not, why say it? And you know what really bothers me about this whole situation? I'm sure she didn't settle for him. I'm pretty sure he's probably the man that she was supposed to have, but she just thinks she settled for him. That's the worst part about the whole thing. I really hope her husband that she settled for sees this episode and they have a conversation, because the conversation needs to be had. And let's just say she's already told her husband that she settled for him, that she was really in love with her ex-boyfriend or something crazy like that. Well, he still needs to let her know that that is something that you keep between me and you. That's not something you go around sharing with the world. So the next time she's at another event and someone asks her the same type of question, she will know.
Just sit there and shut up.
Maybe I'm bugging. Would you be mad if your husband or wife said something like this about you on a podcast? Let me know, because I know I would be mad.
Waiting on the police. What happened? That girl put her hands on me again.
So you call a police officer like a female? Come on now.
Yeah, because if I put my hands on her, she called the police, will we be having this conversation?
You stand 6'4" and you call a police officer?
I'm not a punching bag.
It's crazy because even when you think you're trying to do the right thing, there's still some women out there who will shame you for that. But this lady better be careful what she's asking for, because there are already some men out there who will beat the brakes off a chick if she ever put her hands on them. And it sounds to me like she's trying to get the rest of the men to join in. Just know these same rules are going to apply to your daughter, your granddaughter, your niece. So don't be surprised if their boyfriend is over for Thanksgiving and she put her hands on them and he look around at y'all like, I'm just saying, be careful what you ask for. I saw this clip floating around and I wanted to just share it with you guys because I need you men to understand how important it is that you pick a woman of character. I keep stressing this. If all she got is TNA, it's not gonna get the job done when you need her. Now this man is 48 years old. He had a heart attack and lost a lot of his memory. I think she said he lost like 24 years of his memory. So as far as he knows, he's only 24 years old. And she has to go through this every day with him. It's kind of like what they say in the caption here. That movie 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler and his girlfriend in that movie, well later his wife, he had to remind her of who he was and who the kid was. Well, she has to go through the same thing with this man and she's doing it. And I don't want to hear in the comments, well she's there for now but she's probably going to leave later. I don't want to hear that because I don't know that, nor do you know that. She's here right now and that's what we're talking about. There are so many women who would have left this man right in the hospital, but she didn't. She's here with him right now and that's what's important. And a lot of y'all went out there, y'all chased after the wrong thing, and the woman that you pick, she ain't about to do this for you. Just know that. I also want to say, when I come on here and I'm talking about how I don't believe all women are bad, there's some good women still out there. You just got to dig for them. They're just really hard to find, but there's some good women out here. This is the type of woman I'm talking about, because if I was to get married and my wife went through this same situation, I would be there with her. It'd be the same thing. I wouldn't leave her there by herself in that situation. There's no way I can do that. It's not even in my nature to do that. So of course I would want a woman who's going to do the same thing for me. This is why I do look at character. I look at their moral, their value system. If y'all ain't paying attention to that stuff, you're gonna get put in a bad situation. It's just what it is. To me, this is what marrying for love looks like, when you're with somebody because you actually love them. And for those of you who haven't seen this video yet, I'm gonna go ahead and let this thing play so y'all can hear the conversation she's having with them.
What you're going through is called sundown. It's where you go through the space where you don't understand anything. You get in a very confused state where you don't understand what's going on, where you're at, or who's around you. I'm your wife. Those are your kids. And you're at home. Okay?
Okay.
You had a heart attack, baby, and you lost oxygen to the brain. When you lost oxygen to the brain, it made you lose your memory of 24 years, okay? So sometimes you remember me, sometimes you don't. You having a moment, okay? You're gonna be all right.
Your name?
My name is LaShonda.
Okay. And the reason you got with me is I don't still work at UPS, you know that, right?
Yeah, you're off right now because you have a disability.
Yeah, but I don't know.
Right.
Like I said, this is the first time I'm eating anything. I've been here all day. Nobody said nothing, so.
Right, baby. I say something every day, all day.
This is the first time I'm waking up on somebody around. Or as I know, I mean, maybe at first I was thinking, I don't know.
No, you just lost your memory. And then your short term overlap your long term. So sometimes you don't remember what happened a few minutes. Sometimes it's all day.
So
sometimes
what year this is?
It's 2026.
I'm 48.
Yep.
Next time I want to tell somebody that, y'all, I don't know what's going on. I'm just chilling. I see I'm in my old house where I used to stay, so, or it looked like it, so I'm just trying to figure out what's going on.
Right. Well, I'm here. I'm your wife and I love you. And I'm gonna take care of you and make sure that you cared for, okay? All right? And any question you have or anything you want to know, I'm here to answer. All right? We have pictures, we have memories that I can show you to kind of help. You can ask me anything from a time frame. I don't mind answering. but you only remember being the age of 24. So you lost 24 years of memory.
28.
Mm-hmm. So see, you're doing good. You remember your age. All right? I love you.